Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them can big profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETLs, make profits. I jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them can big profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, Watching them gain big profits while I'm still in my same big profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profit. That TTG money gang. Hey, make profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream earnings edition. Here with you guys live as we're getting some earnings coming through here. Netflix, Texas Instruments, Intuitive Surgical, all coming out, hitting on with their earnings. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to cover it all here with you guys live. I'll give you what the numbers are, and more importantly, how we're going to trade these stocks. How do we make money from these earnings? My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I am the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And if you guys did not know, TTG is a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool at the Benzinga FinTech Awards for 2023. But we are also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everyone inside of True Trading Group. We take that university level of curriculum, we combine it with today's top financial tools. Tools that give you an edge and help you guys make better decisions, but tools that are also extremely expensive if you were to pay for them on your own. This is why we spent years building relationships with these companies to put these tools on our platform, so you simply do not have to pay for them. These include Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, congressional trading data, Trading Views charting software, the Trade Idea scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data. It's all included. So much more. I'll get into later. But when you join True Trading Group, yes, of course, you get all of our courses. Yes, of course, you get all of our trade alerts, but you also get all these tools. We're going to set you up with everything you need to have the very best chance of becoming successful for one affordable price for the entire year. You also get access to thousands of our members. Easily the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you are ever going to find. Not to mention the real-time trade alerts from the 9 professional trading moderators and myself that are with you each and every single day from pre-market to close, calling out their trades and answering questions. You're going to get all of our trade alerts that we have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate as a group of just around 80% on all of our trading executions for now roughly the last 4 years. If you're wondering why you should listen to anything that I discuss on this channel, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out by watching YouTube videos and sitting in Discord chats. I began my career working for T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college. Okay. Before they ever let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an educational training program before the fund let me touch $1 of their money. Then the Great Recession happened, 2008. Stock market crash. It's also the same year, though, that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here at True Trading Group. All right. So if you guys have not yet done so, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams, folks. It's earnings season, baby. I love earnings. I love earnings. It's such an exciting time because finally stocks get to trade based on whether or not the companies are actually doing good rather than trading on inflation data or something Jerome Powell says or anything like that. We actually get to trade on, are these companies doing well or not? Plain and simple. And the biggest one that we got to talk about here today is Netflix. Okay. Stockmaster, all of our friends that are tuning in from the Stockmaster app, welcome. We're going over earnings. Major earnings were just released. Netflix, Texas Instruments, Intuitive Surgical, some big companies coming out with earnings as this week starts. The larger companies that are going to be issuing earnings. Now, you had some other companies that reported, obviously the banks reported, but now you're starting to get some of the bigger names. Netflix today, Tesla tomorrow. Next week starts all big mega cap tech. It's going to be a wild session for us as the market sits at all-time highs. Everybody wants to know, are these earnings going to be enough to push the markets to even more all-time highs, or is it going to cause some profit taking that's going to kick in? Well, I can tell you right now, there's no profit taking kicking in right now for Netflix. Let's go over and let's talk about what the earnings for Netflix actually are. And it is a beat. It's a beat straight across the board for Netflix. Q4 sales beat $8.83 billion. That is against an estimate of $8.72 billion. They saw their EPS for Q4. Their GAAP EPS actually was a slight miss. I actually just saw that right now. So they missed on their EPS. They beat on sales. EPS was $2.11. That's a miss against $2.21. But here's where things kind of get interesting here. Their guidance is higher on earnings per share, lower on revenue. So their Q1 earnings per share, $4.49 is what they're projecting. $4.10 was analyst expectations. Here's their revenue, Q1 expectation, $9.24 billion from the company. Analyst expectations, though, 9.3. So you basically just flipped it. It's the opposite. They beat on sales this quarter. They missed on earnings per share. But for the next quarter, they actually just beat on earnings per share guidance, but they missed on revenue and sales guidance. Here's a comment, though, that I think is the reason why the stock is currently trading up 7%. Here's a comment from the company. We expect healthy double-digit revenue growth for the full year of 2024 on a Forex neutral basis, driven by continued membership growth, as well as improvement in currency neutral arm as we adjust prices. They increased to 2024 operating margin forecast from 22 to 23%. They increased that margin forecast to 24%. Very, very healthy margins. Okay. Very healthy margins there for Netflix, 24% on that number. And that's what you're getting right now. That's why you're getting this. That's why you're getting this nice little pop here. Stock's up 7%. 7% is actually a muted move for Netflix. Netflix is known to make some pretty wild and crazy moves when they come out and they report earnings. You can see massive gap up there on earnings. You guys remember, the huge gap downs that we had back in 2022. Those were massive gap downs, right? So the stock is known to make some pretty big moves. But the breakout that you're seeing right now, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is that Netflix holds this gap up. Let me explain to you why it's important and it's critical that Netflix hold this gap up, because of this resistance level that you see back here. So this used to be a big support level for Netflix before the huge disaster of 2022 ensued, and they had all those earnings misses, and everybody thought Netflix was dead in the water and was down in the dumps when you got that big sell-off. You also had the earnings gap down. This was the first massive shock, the earnings shock, where you had that huge 20% down day for Netflix. We have now finally, 2 years later, closed that gap. This is exactly 2 years ago today. Their January report for their Q4 earnings release in January of 2022 saw the stock gap down 20%. That gap was never closed. This move right now is closing that gap. That is why this is a very important level for us to hold. You also can see near-term resistance at 500, little double top resistance that you guys can see right there. Not to mention 500 is a psychological level as well. So you need this stock in order for us to continue higher now. This gap fill needs to hold. And if that gap fill can hold on backfills and retests into 500, you really do have a pretty decent runway that could see Netflix go all the way up to, I'd say, $560 to $570 a share. Not tomorrow, but over the course of the next couple of days or next couple of weeks, as long as this move that you're seeing right now sticks and holds. You got to be cautious of, obviously, I always caution you guys, always warn you guys, whenever you're looking at earnings, you have to make sure that you pay attention when the company has their earnings conference call. The conference call has moved stocks tremendously, especially with Tesla tomorrow. I don't think there's a single stock that is more susceptible to earnings call moves than Tesla. Okay. Last time the Tesla reported earnings, the stock actually just sat there. It just did one of these, right? It wasn't up, it wasn't down. It was basically just flat. Then Elon Musk came on the conference call, said a bunch of stuff that investors didn't like, and the stock ended up dropping about 10 to 15% after that. So it wasn't the earnings that caused Tesla to fall. It was the conference call that caused it to fall. Now, Netflix no longer gives subscriber guidance. Okay. Kind of like how Apple stopped giving iPhone unit sales guidance. Netflix stopped giving you subscriber guidance. So they're really focused more on stop focusing on how many new subscribers we're getting rather than focus on how profitable we are making the subscribers that we do have as they continue, obviously, to bring in their subscriber growth. Speaking of subscriber growth, global streaming paid memberships were up 12.8% year over year. They have a total paid subscriber base of 260.28 million people. My goodness, that's a lot of people. Okay. Their global streaming paid net additions, they added 13.12 million people in the quarter. It's a lot of people. All right, so this is up 12.8% year over year on that user growth number or that subscriber number, and up 13.12 million on the quarter. Okay, so far, stocks reacting quite favorably, and I would look for your first pullback back into that $500 level. Just got bought up, and it got bought up beautifully, right? You can see that now taking you back up to the earnings high print. The earnings high print is 530. So let's see if we can take out 530. And then as that conference call begins, then maybe the stock just takes a little bit of a breather. And then maybe we just do something like this. And you see tomorrow morning, the stock opens up somewhere in the 530s. All right. But I would like to see the stock break through that earnings print high, which is 530 on the button. It's literally 530.00. I think you're going to push through this and then settle in the 30s, and we'll see if that's the price action that we get. And then we can look for dip buys on Netflix tomorrow and then see if maybe we can just try to stay long that name and see if we can get maybe another $20 to $30 of upside. And I think that my target for this can be, up in the 560s, not in one day though. I think it'll take some time for Netflix to get to the 560s. But we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen the stock make those kind of moves. You're talking about like a 15% gain on the stock, maybe a 20% gain on the stock, takes you up into that price area. We've seen Netflix move 15 to 20% before on earnings. Right now, this is an 8% move, but you still have the conference call coming up, and there could be something said there that can cause the stock to move in a big way. So keep ears open once that conference call begins. Other companies that have come out with their earnings, Texas Instruments. And this is the opposite of what you saw with Netflix. This stock is down now 5%. And I got to tell you something, man. You've got to be extremely disappointed if you're a shareholder of Texas Instruments. Texas Instruments is in the semiconductor space, and they have just sat back, and they're just not that, they don't have that AI shine like some of your other semiconductor names. We are heavily invested in the semiconductor space inside of True Trading Group. The long-term portfolio is stacked with AMD, NVIDIA. We've got Broadcom in there. I mean, you've got some really, really, really great semiconductor names that are inside that long-term portfolio. You also have Micron. But you've got to be disappointed when you take a look at Texas Instruments chart. This is a yearly chart. I mean, look at this thing, right? 165. We're nowhere near your 2021 highs. But then you take a look at AMD, new all-time high. NVIDIA, we don't need to talk about that. Everybody knows NVIDIA all-time highs. Your You've doubled from your 2021 all-time high. Never mind not being able to break it like on Texas Instruments, you doubled it, right? Broadcom as well, doubled that. You were 600, now you're 1,200 back in 2021. So you doubled up on Broadcom. These are the names in the semiconductor space that we're in inside of TTG. I'm very happy and I'm very pleased to say that these are the stocks that we are, heavily in. But Texas Instruments is just a major disappointment. And another earnings report that comes out here, and it's another disappointment. So earnings per share, let's go through the numbers. $1.49 versus $2.13. That's a miss, right? Sales, $4.08 billion. Analyst expectations, $4.12 billion. That's a miss. Expected revenue. This sucks. This is why the stock's down. Q1 revenue anticipated $3.45 to $3.75 billion. Not only is that a miss on guidance, because analysts expected 4.06, that's a decline in revenue from the fourth quarter. So you had a miss on earnings per share, you had a miss on sales, and you have a miss on guidance for the next quarter. So nothing really there to get investors excited. Hence, the stock is down 5%. As you're getting into now, I expect a little bit of buying down here in the low 160s, simply because you have a nice support level down here. Okay. You have a nice support level down here in Texas Instruments. So I don't want you guys coming out of the gate tomorrow and you start pounding the short on Texas Instruments, because you have a beautiful support. First of all, you have the 50 and 100-day moving averages sitting right there. The 50 days, the blue line, 100 days, the purple line. There's a support, there's support, there's resistance and gap fill. So this region right here is a pretty decent level of support. I'm not saying that I'm looking at Texas Instruments for a long. I'm not looking for it for a long, but sometimes just because a stock is not a good long does not make it a good short. And I just think you got to be cautious with Texas Instruments as you get down into this region. I see there being a pretty decent support level down there, and I certainly would not want to be shorting the stock into that level, but it's very hard to have conviction long after they just missed on earnings and missed on guidance, like we just saw when they came out and they reported their earnings, right? So that's Texas Instruments. And last but not least, we've got ISRG. ISRG is a healthcare name that is also in the long-term portfolio that has recently made new all-time highs. And I'm very, very happy to see the stock still trading above the $365 level. And why is that? As you go back here to ISRG, you will see this previous level of resistance is a double top from 2021. Then you fast forward to the very start of this year, and it was resistance again. Then we gapped above it. Now you have earnings, and we are still trading above it. What I'm looking for in ISRG, this is another stock, this is a healthcare name that's in the long-term portfolio. What I'm looking for in ISRG is for this stock to stay above 365 to 370. I know it's listen, it's a $5 range. I understand that that's a wide range, but this is a volatile stock. It's a very expensive stock. $5 on ISRG is like 50 cents on Apple, right? So what I would be expecting here is, as long as this level holds, you guys can see this line right here, right? I mean, here, just look at it, right? There's resistance, and then there's your bottoms, right? There's resistance, and then there's your bottoms. Okay, so as long as this level can hold, let's see if we can get a nice little move there on ISRG over the next couple of days. ISRG is a medical device company that is best known for their Da Vinci surgical robotic arms. It's a robotic arm system that has performed over 12 or over 13 million surgeries. It's a company that I've liked for a long time. They got hurt. They got hurt in 2022, and they had a really great year in 2023. And now we're starting off 2024 with a nice start to the year here, up at all-time highs. So again, happy to say another stock in the long-term portfolio sitting here up at these all-time highs. But I think based on these earnings, this may not be finished. You may be looking at some more upside here in ISRG. Let's talk about the earnings. $1.60 earnings per share versus $1.48 expected. Sales, $1.93 billion. That's a beat against $1.87 billion expected. Okay. Stock is not really doing anything. We're sitting here flat. We're $1 higher than where we closed. You're down 1% on the day, but that's you're down 1% from the prior day's close. You're up $1 after the earnings print. Okay. You're up $1 after the earnings print. So not a lot of action there on ISRG, which is totally fine. I don't mind that there's not a lot of action after earnings, because as long as I just want us to stay above this level. And as long as you stay above this level, I look for a little bit more upside on ISRG. Let's do a quick check back in on Netflix. As Netflix, did we break 530? Almost. Well, I mean, we broke it, but not really. I mean, you got to 532. You broke it by $2. So I know I just said to you guys a couple of minutes ago, I'm looking for Netflix to break above that earnings print high of 530, push up to like maybe 540, and then settle in the 530s. I still kind of feel that that's a very realistic and a very possible type of price action for us, and maybe get something like I said, you do something like this. All right. That's what I'm expecting there on Netflix. Let me see if there's any others that I think. There's any others. Those are the big names. Those are the big names as far as earnings go. I'm just going through the rest of my feed here. Yeah, that's it there, guys, on the earnings front. Those are the big names. Those are the big three for today: Netflix, ISRG, and Texas Instruments. Does anybody have any questions for me on these stocks? Anybody have any questions for me about Netflix, Texas Instruments, ISRG? If you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask anything that's on your mind. Okay. Markets are ripping higher right now. All right. We're trading higher. We're making, these are new all-time highs here that we are making right now in the after hours session. So we are pushing further to the upside. All right. So markets so far liking what they're seeing. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, you had Netflix up 8%. So Netflix is really liking, given maybe some excitement to what's to come for mega cap tech. Long-term Texas Instruments. I mean, I just think there's better. I just think there's better names to own in the space. I don't think that Texas Instruments does poorly. You know, I can see this thing get back to 200, but for me, I personally think that there's better stocks to own in the semiconductor space. You know, imagine if in 2022 you bought Texas Instruments, which is when we bought all of our semiconductors. So I'll just show you when we bought our semiconductors, it was May and June. Okay. So this is the time period when we bought semiconductors. Now, we didn't buy Texas Instruments, but we bought semiconductors. We bought AMD. We bought Broadcom. We bought NVIDIA, right? Now, and now I'm going to draw a line across where we are right now. So that's where you would have bought, average price of maybe 160. The stock is 168. Big whoop. Let's go and compare that to AMD. Now, where was AMD when we were adding in 2022? Right here and right here. Around $80 to $85 a share was where we added to AMD in our long-term portfolio. The stock is now at 168. 100% gain. Let's look at NVIDIA. When did we add to NVIDIA? It was May and June of 2022. So there's May and there's June. Average of around 165, 160, right? So right around 160. Stock's now 600, multiple 100% gain. Broadcom. Let's go look at Broadcom, right? We added in May right here. And again, June right here. Let's call it average price of $550. Stock's right now $1,200, over 100% gain. So imagine if you owned Texas Instruments instead of AMD. Oh, sorry about that. AMD, NVIDIA, Broadcom. So for me, not a buy on Texas Instruments. I know it's, I just think there's better names to own in the space. Long-term GE. Terry, I got to tell you something, man. I like GE long-term. I think GE is actually kind of turning things around. And as they spin off areas of their business, like they spun off like the GE Healthcare, GEHC. This is GEHC, right? So when they, spin this stuff off, and this did very well. This is a very, very nice IPO on that spinoff. You opened up there in around $60, went all the way up to 88. Now here you are sitting at 73, 74. So this was a pretty successful spinoff. As they continue to go through that, the stock had a phenomenal year in 2023. And I like pullbacks on this. For the long term, I like pullbacks on this back into like the high 1-teens. Like check out this level that you have right here, Terry. See resistance, and you broke above it, support. Here's some moving averages that are sitting underneath. I like this area right here to try to test that and eventually, start to recover. GE has been an underperformer for decades. And I mean decades. This thing has just look at the stock chart. This thing peaked. Its all-time high was put in the year 2000. Look, you're nowhere near where this stock was in 2000. Right. So huge downtrend resistance line. But I could see this, I'm telling you, I could see this over the next couple of years. I can see this breaking this level and moving up to like 180, 190. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a long time for GE to do that. But I think as they spin off other areas of their business and they can get back to their focus and become more efficient, become more profitable, increase margins, reduce costs, I think that you could actually have a pretty decent move higher there over the next, you're talking long term. We're talking years. Okay, we're talking years on that. Ooh, Elvis Presley says, I'm in an investment competition over the next 3 to 4 months. Best stocks to invest. Oh, man. Is it starting so it's like you got to buy right now and then whoever does the best in 3 to 4 months? Do you think Texas Instruments earnings will affect other semi stocks in the next couple of days? I actually do not. Texas Instruments is not necessarily looked at right now as a leader in the semiconductor space. Okay. It's really NVIDIA and AMD earnings would have an impact on other semiconductors. I do not really feel I don't really feel they would be a competitor. I don't know what that means. Someone's asking me on DWAC. All right, so then just kick him out. All right, so someone's asking about DWAC. DWAC got right to our resistance level. You guys caught my live stream last night. I told you that I believe DWAC was going to get up to like $60 today. And we got there. We got to $59 today. All right, you got to $59 today. This is just a short squeeze. You're looking at one potential support level here around $48 to $50, about a $2 wide range. You have another support level down here at 40. And these are the two support levels that I would really just be focusing on. I don't think you really need to focus on any other support levels on DWAC besides those. Now, people were asking me yesterday if I thought DWAC was going to get back to 100, which is all the way back here. And I told you guys that I did not think so. So there's that resistance level at 100 from early 2022. I still do not believe DWAC gets back to 100. We got to what was my target for DWAC was that $60 level. And we got there today. Now I think the stock needs to consolidate a little bit. All right. The stock has made a very big move. This was a $17 stock before the Iowa caucus. It went all the way to $60. Now it's at 50. Now I think you need to see a little bit of a consolidation. And I would like to see DWAC put in maybe a bit of a bull flag with the mid 40s as its bottom. So I would like to see something like this, right? Just like some consolidation, right? Just some consolidation. Just give me some back and forth, up and down, consolidate, form a little bit of a bull flag. And then if you're going to need to consolidate like that, recharge the battery, pull in a lot of other short sellers, because you have a lot of short sellers just got squeezed out yesterday, right? So essentially what happened in DWAC, and I'll just show you guys. So essentially what happened in DWAC had its big move on the Iowa caucus, and it was heavily shorted during those 2 days, right? Everybody that stepped in and shorted the stock, all right, everyone that stepped in and shorted the stock at this moment, when you first had that news with the Iowa caucus, they all got squeezed out yesterday. Okay, so that move yesterday was a short squeeze, and that was everyone that got in here short got squeezed out of their position. Now you're getting an entire new breed of short sellers that are stepping in and shorting the stock now here. So in order for this short squeeze to continue, you need to allow short sellers to come in on this name, and then they have to get squeezed, right? You already got one round of a short squeeze. Now, short squeezes could have many rounds. I mean, the whole point of a short squeeze is that the stock goes higher than anybody's really anticipating, and that's the whole point. The stock goes higher, people short it, they get squeezed. It goes higher. They short it again. They get squeezed. It goes higher. They short it again. And the short squeeze feeds itself. It just continuously feeds itself. You guys remember like HKD. That's an extreme example, right? That's an extreme example. But that's also how it works. That's why you get these shorts. That's why short squeezes are the most powerful moves that you'll ever find in the market because of that. Roku sympathy play for tomorrow. We could. I'm just caught. Yeah. I can see Roku getting to like 95, 96, maybe $3 to $4 move on Roku. But I would be careful with Roku back up once you get into that area. I see resistance there. This level used to be resistance, right? You guys see that? Then you broke through it. You tried to hold it, and then you broke back underneath it. And when you got underneath it, it's been resistance. And if you push this back up into this level, I just think you got to be careful about that level still being resistance and rejecting the stock off that area. So if you want to play sympathy on the back of Netflix strength, okay, but I will be taking profits into 95, 96. Just because, I see a pretty decent resistance level that is currently sitting there for Roku. We got Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, we're testing that 530 again, guys. Let's see if we can get through it. All right, so here we go. We're testing this 530. Let's see if we can clear this out. I told you guys, I think you're gonna clear this out and maybe get up into the high 530s. We'll see if I'm right about this. We were talking about watching that 500 level, holding support and continuing higher. We're testing this 530. You're now putting in triple top right now if you don't break this. All right, so here's one top, two top, three top. If you don't break it and you get more downside. I think you're going to push this higher, but we shall see. Any other questions you guys have for me on any of the individual plays? How many people? We got about 1,000 people that are watching us right now with this live coverage of earnings. Do me a favor, guys. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, Can you guys just type the letters TTG inside chat right now? Just if you're not a member, I want to see how many people we have here that are not members of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type TTG for those of you that are not members. Let's go ahead and type TTG, guys. No, ISRG. Come on. Look at this thing go. Oh, ISRG. We just ripped. Look at this thing. We just ripped to 400 bucks. All right, so that kind of takes away the long trade idea for tomorrow, guys, but it's nice to see in the long-term portfolio. All right, let's see who we got here that's new. Sandra Sands, what's up? Team Money, how are you? Paresh Patel, Adrian Carrasco. We got Mike is in the house. Notary, VA Notary. We got Robert. Very, very nice. Nice. We got a bunch of people here that are not members of True Trading Group. I'm not sure what just caused that pop in ISRG, guys. You know, maybe the conference call could be, you know, maybe the conference call has started and there's maybe something there that caused ISRG just to jump like that. We just jumped about 30 bucks, 25 bucks, 30 bucks. So not sure exactly what was said, but looks like you got a comment there on the conference call that's causing the stock to move higher. Well, congratulations to those of you that got it in the long-term portfolio. It's nice to see. Listen, guys, those of you that were just typing TTG, those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, I'm going to show you something. I want to prove to you something, and then I'm going to present you with something. Because there's a lot of YouTube people out there. And how do you know which ones you should listen to? How do you know which ones actually know what they're talking about versus which ones don't know their ass from their elbow? And I get that that's a long, difficult journey and hole that people, rabbit hole that people go down when they're trying to figure out how to become successful traders. What strategy should they be using? Who should they be listening to? And what ends up happening is that most people will spend the majority of their life looking for someone that can predict the future. And I'm here to tell you, as someone that worked on Wall Street, was trained by professionals, nobody can predict the actual future. Nobody has a special chart pattern or indicator that works 100% of the time. Nobody does. There's no super, amazing AI trading algorithm that's got a 99% win rate. None of these things exist. So if you spend your whole life looking for them, you're just going to be continuously disappointed, and you'll have a better chance of finding a leprechaun riding a unicorn than you will find an indicator or a chart pattern that works all the time. So I was fortunate enough that when I began my trading career, I was trained by professionals at T3 Alpha Fund. They didn't have to go through YouTube videos. What is the reason why everybody comes on this YouTube channel, watches my live streams, the reason why you're interested in the stock market in general is very simple. So you can make money. You're not on this live stream because you're a Yankee fan. You're not on this live stream because you want to be my friend. You're on this live stream because you're hoping that the information that I provide to you on these streams, on this channel, can translate into you making money and being in a better financial situation for you and your family. That's the whole point of being in the stock market in general. And that's why you spend time watching these YouTube videos rather than doing a million other things you could possibly be doing. And I'm here to tell you that you can look no further. You're done. You've done it. You did it. You landed on this YouTube channel. And I don't want you to just take my word for it that you can look no further than here, because you shouldn't just believe the words that I'm saying to you. What matters most is that the majority of members inside of True Trading Group are making money and they're becoming better traders. That's what matters. It's not about how much money that I'm making or how much money that the moderators are making. It's all about how much money that our members are making. We got a comment right here. Pete says, my first day as a TTG member, really impressed with what I've seen today. Nice. Peter Palmer, welcome to the family, brother. Peter Palmer is his first day as a member of True Trading Group and said that they was very impressed with what they saw today. You ain't seen nothing yet, Pete, but I'm happy to hear that you are enjoying your time with us, just your first day. as a member. But what I was saying before is that what matters is how our members do. You can find the best trader in the world. And I'm not telling you should join True Trading Group because I'm the best trader in the world. I don't think that I'm the best trader in the world. I never claimed to be the best trader in the world. The reason why you should join True Trading Group is because our members are doing well, they're making money, and our members believe that you should. Our members think that you should join True Trading Group. And I'll prove that to you. Members of True Trading Group that are on this live stream, those of you that are already part of TTG, I have a very simple and straightforward question for you. Are you making money, becoming better traders, and do you feel that all of our guests that type TTG should join True Trading Group? Type the number 1 if the answer to those questions is yes. Again, I'll say it again. Are you making money and becoming better traders because of True Trading Group? If the answer is yes, I'd like you to type the number 1 inside of chat. People that are on this live that are not members, my advice to you is to pay attention to the comments that you see come through the screen. All of these people you see typing the number 1 are members of True Trading Group. They're real people. They're not bots. These are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. It's the stranger sitting next to you at the red light. It's the person behind you at the checkout line at Home Depot. These are real people from 115 different countries, from all walks of life, from all different financial situations and levels of education that are telling you that they are making money because of True Trading Group. And it's not because I've given them some super top secret indicator or chart pattern. It's because they have access to a real education. They have access to real premium tools. And they're part of a community that actually generally gives a damn whether or not they succeed or fail, that is led by 9 professional traders that do this for a living. We day trade, we swing trade, we cover stocks, options, crypto, futures. We do it all inside of True Trading Group. And just like we just said a few minutes ago, I believe that Netflix was going to break that level and move higher. What do you know? There's the break. There's the new high, 535. Just like we said, you guys could have made money right there from watching this live stream. Now imagine if you were actually inside of True Trading Group's chat room with us, knowing the exact moment and the exact price that our moderators bought the stock or bought call options so that you can follow along with everything that we are doing and capitalize on a move that you just saw right there. Just imagine that. You're just here with me on a live stream and we're calling out these trades for you right now. Now, I'm not trading this with you guys live, right? I'm not trading this with you guys live. Now, listen, if anybody is long Netflix, I'd be taking profits into this move, right? I don't think we're going to go to like 550. If we do, fantastic, great. But I think you push up towards 540 and then you settle back in the 530s. That's what I think happens. We'll see if we're right about that. But you already got a nice little move right there. So for those of you that were typing TTG, for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, what I want you to do right now is I told you I was going to prove you something. That's the fact that members of True Trading Group are making money. And then I'm going to present you with something. I'm going to present you with an opportunity to get a 53% discount on a membership to True Trading Group. And you guys are in luck because we actually have 6 laptops left. We have 6 laptops left over. Okay. So the next 6 people that join True Trading Group will also get themselves a brand new free laptop. You can use the trade. You can use it for work, give it to your kid for school. Just sell the laptop on eBay, put the money back in your trading account. I don't care. Right. It's our gift to you for joining True Trading Group. So there are 6 of them available. They are first come, first serve. What I want you to do now is open up a web browser and go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com. When you get to that page, I then want you to enter this coupon code. You have to manually type in the code, TTG121. Again, that's TTG121. Then click apply code. The price will drop from over $2,200, which is our normal price if you were to go to our website directly. Instead, you're on this live stream, so use the code. It will drop the price all the way down to $1,039 for the entire year. And that includes the free laptop. We also cover shipping, okay? We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. I promise you, as long as you live on Earth, I'll get you guys the free laptop, okay? Every single thing you see on that page, ttgoffer.com, everything you see, it is included in your membership. You do not have to pay $1 extra for any of the items that you see on that page. Now, we have other things at True Trading Group that you can pay for that are additional money. We have like 2-day intensive boot camps. We have 9-week accelerator programs. We have in-person meetups in Miami. I mean, but all of the things that are on this page, they're all included for the 1039. This includes all of our courses, a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York, the training that I received. So you guys are going to get a real professional level of education. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get congressional trading data to track trades by members of Congress. If you guys don't understand something, if you went to Benzinga directly to get their Benzinga Pro news feed with congressional trading data as an add-on, it's going to cost you over $1,000 a year. You get it when you join True Trading Group. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That's around $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. It's included when you join True Trading Group. You get a simulator, let you practice trading with fake money but real-time data before you start risking your hard-earned money. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform so you guys can be focused on the hottest stocks during the day. A proprietary scanner lets you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, analyst ratings, a trading journal to track your trades for you, a social sentiment scanner, intelligence being talked about most on social media. All of our AI trading tools and our AI trading assistants, all of it's included when you join with coupon code TTG121 for 53% off. It brings the price down to just $1,039. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're going to get one of the 6. After 6 people join, that laptop disappears. So if you go to the page, like if you're watching this live stream after it's already aired and you go to the page and you see a laptop, that means there's still one left. So go ahead, click, check out, enter your info, use the coupon code. You do not need to enter your address to get the laptop. Okay. When you join, you're going to get a welcome email. In that welcome email will be instructions how to claim your free laptop. So be on the lookout for that welcome email. Okay. So be on the lookout for that welcome email. If you have any questions at all about anything I'm saying to you, if you have any questions about the membership, you have any questions about the laptop, any questions about courses and tools, send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. We're fully transparent. We are an open book. Any questions you have, we will answer. 1-888-306-8783. Now, I know I talk a big game on this YouTube channel, but I want you to understand that I back it up with my own money. It's just that we see the results that members have. You saw the results that members have when I said how many people are making money. We believe so strongly in the platform that we've created and its ability to help people reach their goals that we offer a double your money back guarantee when you guys join True Trading Group. It's very simple how it works. The double your money back guarantee is right there on the checkout page in black and white. Go read it. It's real. So you'll join True Trading Group today. Let's say you join right now. You pay $1,039 for the whole year. You got your laptop. If you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group throughout the whole year of your membership, you have the whole year to do that. You don't have to do this all within like 14 days or 30 days, some impossible time frame. You have the whole year. Go at your own pace. Take your time. If you do so and you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal $1,039, that's the membership fee. So if you can't make that back at least one time during your membership with us, then we'll give you back double your money. We'll give you back $2,078, twice double what you're paying to join right now. And I can offer you that not because I think you need it. I really honestly don't think you need it, but it's there to give you peace of mind and to hold us accountable. But I give that to you guys because our refund rate at True Trading Group, it's actually less than 2.5%. 78% of our members renew their membership and they stay with us. 78%. Watch this. Members, do me a favor, guys. Members, type the number 2 if you've been a member for longer than 1 year, or maybe you're a lifetime member. Go ahead and type the number 2 inside of chat right now. Anybody that's on this live stream that's not a member, watch how many people tell you they've been here for longer than a year. And then I want you to run through a hypothetical with me. Let's say you join TTG right now, January 23rd. Let's fast forward 365 days. It's January 23rd, 2025. Now, you're about to decide, do I renew my membership or not? Let's say you lost a bunch of money, you learned nothing. Would you renew your membership? Of course not. Of course you wouldn't. So then why the hell did all these people? Well, that answer is pretty simple. You saw me ask that question before. Because they're making money. It's because they're becoming better traders. It's because they're learning. It's because they're progressing. They're getting value in the money and the energy and the effort that they're putting towards True Trading Group. That's why these people have been members for longer than a year. We have a 78% retention rate amongst our members. I challenge you to find a single one of our competitors that has a retention rate that high. There's a reason for that. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,400 reviews. Our refund rate's less than 2.5%. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com, manually type in the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop down to the 1039. That's 53% off. You see a laptop, you're getting one. Be on the lookout for the welcome email. There will be instructions in there how to claim that laptop. If you have any questions at all, text us at 1-888-306-8783. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of the screen. All right. So that's it there, folks. Anybody else have questions for me? We covered Netflix. We covered Texas Instruments. We covered ISRG. Let's take a quick check back in on ISRG. 395 ISRG. Nice. Way to go, Bert. Yes. My boy Bert says, ISRG, thank you, Mike. I'm up 46%. Thanks for the alert in the long-term portfolio. I'm up thousands of dollars on that one alone, says Bert. Great job, man. Yeah, new all-time highs. New all-time highs. I remember somebody had asked me when I was talking about ISRG. I did a live stream. I think it was January 7th. So January 7th or January 8th, we did a live stream, and I was telling you guys about some stocks that I liked for the year, and I mentioned ISRG, and I got a bunch of people were asking me about, what about Medtronic? Do you like Medtronic, MDT? And I said, it's not that I don't like Medtronic, but look at the chart of Medtronic versus the chart of ISRG. Medtronic got crushed in 2022. So did ISRG. But then look at the year ISRG had in 2023 and compare that to Medtronic. I mean, just it's night and day. So I said, I like ISRG much more than I like Medtronic. And we're rewarded for that. Rewarded for that already with a huge move to new all-time highs for the long-term portfolio. And this is kind of the stuff I'm talking about, guys. Like True Trading Group is not just about day trading. We also swing trade. We also discuss long-term portfolios. You guys know whenever the moderators, add something in the long-term portfolio. So it's not just about, sitting at your computer screen, scalping away 100 times during the day. Most of our members can't even do that. 82% of our members have full-time jobs. 82% of our members work over 40 hours a week, yet they still sit here and they still make money with True Trading Group. And that's because of the mobile app that we have. We have a mobile app. Download it. Let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when our moderators enter and exit trades. Can you get text messages during the day? You get a text message, they just bought call options on AMD. Log into your account, right? Log into your account, buy some calls, set a stop loss, put your phone down. 2 days later, you get another notification, they just took profit. Log in, take profit, adjust your stop loss, put your phone down. It'll take you an entirety of 120 seconds. Take you 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Don't tell me you don't. I know you do. Because at some point during the day, you spend 2 minutes scrolling on Instagram, watching videos on TikTok, watching YouTube, farting around on Facebook, or just answering text messages in a group chat with your girlfriends or in a group chat with your buddies talking about your fantasy football. You all do. I know you do. So if you can do that, you don't need any additional equipment. You don't need any additional time. Just replace what you are spending time on, which is nonsense, and replace it with something you can spend time on that can actually make you money. That's it. So go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. If you have any questions, text us 1-888-306-8783. All right. Somebody says, what about Tesla? Man, Tesla is in the dump. It's in the dump. And I don't know if things are going to get better here. I think things might get worse before they get better. Tesla has been extremely weak to start off the year, and we are getting into a huge support level. Okay, we're getting into a pretty large support level here for Tesla, and I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to highlight this in green for you. So this is your support level on Tesla. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Now you can see, let me go back even further. Okay. So here's Tesla. You can see support. Then you broke underneath it, right? You broke underneath it. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Then you broke above it. Then it became support, 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 support. Okay. You have to watch out if Tesla takes out this level. Okay. You really got to watch out. Okay. If Tesla takes out this level, because if Tesla takes this level out on earnings, they have earnings tomorrow after the bell. I don't know what earnings are going to be. I'm not here to predict whether they're going to miss on guidance or units delivered or revenue or margins. I have no idea. I don't work at Tesla. I have no idea. What I am here to do is to tell you how I think the stock's going to move and react, and therefore how we can make money from it. That's what I am here to do. I don't care whether the earnings are good or bad. I don't care what their guidance is. All I care about is understanding how the stock's going to move. So I know, do I want to buy it? Do I want to short it? You're looking at call options. You're looking at put options. How can we go about making money from this? And I'm telling you now that if you break underneath like 195 after earnings, let's just say earnings are bad. I don't know if they're going to be bad, but if they are, and this thing breaks underneath 195, I think you got to be real careful getting long Tesla, because if you break underneath this support level, which previously was resistance, then I would say you've got more downside here. And I'd start eyeing up like 160. If this level breaks, Tesla could be in big trouble if it breaks that level. You've had a lot of negative news out with Tesla. They've been cutting the price of their vehicles. There's been, electric vehicle demand concerns. General Motors cut production on their EV line. Ford cut production on their EV line. Hertz sold off a lot of their EV fleet. They had to shut down production at their Berlin plant for 2 weeks because of what was going on in the Red Sea and not being able to get the parts that they needed. So you've got a lot of negative commentary around the name, and that's why the stock's gone straight down so far in 2024. I mean, look, literally, here's the first trading day of 2024. That's the first trading day of 2024. What has the stock done? We've literally just gone down every day. Meanwhile, you have other, big tech names like Meta making new highs, like Alphabet making new highs, like AMD making new highs, like NVIDIA making new highs, right? Like Amazon new highs, Microsoft new highs. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, Tesla? You're supposed to be part of the Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven is Apple, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Tesla. 6 out of those 7 stocks have made new 52-week highs, if not new all-time highs, in the first 3 weeks of January. 1 has gone down, and it's Tesla. So there is weakness here on this name. This is a very important earnings release, and I think it's because of this level that we have here. This level is huge. So again, I'm not telling you I'm shorting Tesla. I'm not calling for a short on Tesla. All I'm saying is that if earnings are bad enough that you get underneath that support level, then I think Tesla drops another like $30. And we will be there in True Trading Group to play that to the short side if that so happens and if that's the case. Now, if earnings tomorrow turn out to be phenomenal, everything's great, they crushed earnings, their margins improved, they got costs down, then that level's not going to break. You'll see the stock trade back to 230. And I'll be there for that as well. Because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily care what the earnings are. My job is to make money after the fact, not predict the earnings themselves. All right. Anybody else have any other questions for me? Anybody else have any questions? So quick check back in on Netflix. Nice. Yeah, we're still sitting up here. Yep, still sitting up here, doing well. ISRG, still looking good. Texas Instruments, still looking like poop. All right. So there you guys have it, folks. All right. Well, that kind of wraps up and concludes the analysis and the earnings coverage here for the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the live earnings coverage. We got more of this. You got Tesla earnings tomorrow, and then the big mega cap tech names start next week. So it's going to be a real fun and real wild session for us these next couple of weeks, guys, as we're going to be covering earnings, obviously, live here with you guys on the channel. And we will be going over, where we're going to be structuring trades, how we're going to make money from these earnings, where we get long, where we get short. I always break down for you guys what my game plans are ahead of time so you know where to focus your attention. If you are not interested in a membership, you guys can sign off the live stream because I'm done with the educational stuff. I'm done with the analysis. If you are interested in a membership, stick around for 5 more minutes. I'll actually show you the platform. This way you guys can see what the $1,039 fee for the whole year, just so you can see what you actually get included for that, because it is an all-inclusive membership, okay? You're going to get our chat room, obviously. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live in the mic. We're calling out trades. We're talking to you guys, answering questions. And then you've got the mobile app that lets you guys get the real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit positions. This way you know exactly, what we're doing, and you can follow along even though you may not be able to be in front of your computer, right? You're going to get 2 private study group sessions to speed up the learning curve with our mods. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, TradingView's premium charting software. You get the trade idea scanner on our platform, so you guys can focus on the hottest stocks during the day. You've got a simulator to let you practice trading with fake money. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. You got a trading journal to track your trades for you, a social sentiment scanner to tell you what's hot on social media. Watch list every day from the mods, detailed entry and exit points for the stocks we're focused on for the day. And then you have all the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the training I received working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses if you're new. There's advanced courses if you're experienced. There's courses on options, on trader psychology, swing trading, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You guys get access to all of it. There's no upsell for special VIP courses that cost more money after you guys join. All right. Now, gang, listen, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee you is if you do join and you go through our courses, you pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and you attend one study group, use the platform you actually subscribe to. If you do that and you're unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $1,039 membership fee, if you can't do that at least one time, I'll give you guys back double your money. I'll give you back $2,078. Dead serious. I don't think you need it, considering our refund rate's less than 2.5%. But since it's less than 2.5%, I can give it to you. It's right there on the checkout page. It's real. Go read it. It's in black and white. We have 6 laptops available. They are free. They are first come, first serve. So Windows 11 laptop comes with Microsoft 365. You don't have to enter your address. You don't have to pay for shipping. We'll cover shipping. Be on the lookout for a welcome email after you join for instructions how to claim your laptop. You have any questions at all, text us, 1-888-306-8783. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. Congrats, all of my TTG fam that have Netflix and ISRG in the long-term portfolio, it's a nice day, right? Great job today, guys. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. If you guys have not done so yet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.